Hello everyone. This is Adishimari Gaming here, and we are back. We're gonna continue on with the interlude quest for Shenhe's would this count as a story quest? Because I don't see her you know, like whenever you go to your commissions and stuff, there's like this screen pops up and she isn't on here, so I'm guessing this is her story quest. Almost like Kazuha's ones, where it's like interchanged for an Archon quest. And oh my, we have a lot to do. Oh yeah, I haven't even done any of these. As you can see, I only have one key, since we just recently ascended worlds. And again, nothing's changed. It's the same day. Oh yeah, side note. Completely side note, right out the bat in the intro. I'm not gonna do the elixirs and potions event. Even though the rewards are pretty good, I'm not gonna do this event, cause there's one problem. Sure, they gave you characters, right? They give you characters. I've already played through like one stage, and even then, in that account, I stopped. Because, here's the thing. It's gonna be the same thing that happened with the Energy Amplifier. Like, the whole collect all the gems and stuff like that. Or like, Airman fruits. All of that was fine. The domain is what messed me up. And I mean messed me up is... I mean got frustrated. Right? Because of my characters and how low they were compared to... I don't know what I was doing wrong with that. I never played through it, even on my other account. Excuse my dog barking in the background. As I was saying, the whole introduction. Yeah, the whole introduction to this quest is fine. That's doable. The first two stages might be doable. The first one is, of course, they give you characters. You can use those characters, right? The problem is, once you get to the second stage where they up the difficulty and you have to use your own characters that's where I'm gonna get stuck. And I don't know what it is about these domains that they always seem so hard. Like, I'm okay with Spiral Abyss, but these domains for the events, oh, they're a pain. They're a pain. And like, a lot of people are like, yes, finally something we can do that is hard and like challenging and nice, right? Even this is probably not that challenging in the eyes of other people, right? But for me personally, who already has trouble like fighting an Abyss Herald or fighting Tartaglia, like, point is, my characters are not up to par. Like, my characters are under leveled for the world level, right? Their talents are not leveled up completely. Like I was trying to start explaining in the last video. Like, I got these two leveled up, but this one still needs work. Right? And he's probably the most leveled up. Well, Kaya is. But he's probably the most leveled up, and he's not even my DPS. He's a support right now. He's a support character, support animal character. Yeah, his crit rate is not good. Like, compared to my other characters, I know it's bad. This is basically the crit rate and, like, crit damage that you start off with in game, right? So, like, he's probably the strongest, other than Kaya. He's probably the strongest character I have right now. Just because he's so easily leveled up because of I could probably level him up to 60 before any of my other characters, right? Like, he has his constellations, which, by the way, they're nice, but not they're they're I prefer Geo Traveler to Animo. I've been sticking with Animo. I don't know why, but I've stuck to Animo, and I don't want to change over and have to redo all of the talents for Geo. Not right now. And yeah, that's the situation. Like Amber, I relied on her a lot for my pyro application, and since you have to charge up your shot or wait for it to explode. Yeah, no. I haven't even no. These talent levels are bad. But like even Beto, I don't have enough stuff, right? The only one I'm happy-ish with is Kaya. And even then, I can level him up. I'm probably gonna do that. So yay. I've done that. I could probably level him up even more, but not right now. Not right now. Okay. So yeah. So my strongest characters are the Animo support that has physical damage as their goblet. Because I don't have an animal cup. Animo cup. And Mr. Calorie Captain here. With that sound like a support-ish weapon. I should probably switch them. Again, I should probably switch them to... I should switch him to this. Because he has the highest crit rate out of all of my characters. I think. Right? Yeah. Wait. Does she have higher? She has higher crit damage. Honestly, her crit rate and crit damage are not bad. Even here, it's like half of this. So, yeah, Kaya and Amber, funnily enough, have my best stats for, like, crit damage and crit rate. Okay. Enough of that. Okay, so after the whole rant, which I'm probably gonna cut out, we're back.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them.
Yeah, what I'm concerned about is who's gonna pay for this? Well, alright, she was buying lunch at the stall, so hopefully she'll pay for it.
My hunger has now abated. Thank you.
Are they really that good? We already know that... Genshin? I can never pronounce these names. Okay, violet grass. And the other two. One of them is particularly bitter. Right? It's particularly bitter. So, are they really that good, or how did they taste? I don't know. Are they really that good? No. We know that they're bitter. And how did they taste? I think this is probably the best answer for, personally, what I would say. How did they taste? Because it's the same question, just different wording. So how did they taste? Are they really that good? How did they taste?
Rather awful.
Mm-hmm.
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
That would be a waste of money, though.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future.
Honestly, that's a good reason. That is a good reason.
The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
We welcome you to our team.
Then
Yeah.
let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Well, that's one way of winning.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
True.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plustrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baishu, what are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber, maybe for its first aid on site. I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi, meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of Plustrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Can I even do this quest? It's not appearing on my... And here we go. Okay. Justice, no! Okay. So, we've gotten to this point. I'm probably gonna have to do this. Oh no. Okay. So, change of plans. I completely forgot that Xingzhou is involved in this quest. No.
One Win Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books in Liyue. Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide?
Buying or not? Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Too much passion, not enough clarity.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still sent him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection?
Who are you?
Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Xingzhou, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingse and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth?
Makes sense. Please lead the way.
My pleasure, fellow book lover.
I've already played through all of this quest before. Many times, so... Bookworm, swordsman. Okay, so I think that... I'm probably gonna have to leave them waiting. Aw, okay. So, that just opened up the quest. So, we're gonna go back to that because that's what I'm recording in this particular video. Before, I'm just gonna check if I can do anything and get the rest of the books without... How? Can I... No. How? Can someone explain to me how?
So, are you buying or not?
How did I even get into that tiny little space? Genshin is fun. Okay. That should. Nope. I saw it queue up the. Yep. Oh, good. It's not like before where you had to do the whole quest and then start. So. Okay, we're back on track. But to that, we did that little part, so. I'm really hyper. Thanks to the coffee.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
Wow. That is a lot of money.
500 million?!
Yeah, I don't think we can afford that.
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Never heard of them.
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure? Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful with him being an Adeptus?
Yeah.
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Still, taking things without permission, especially, I don't know.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine.
Wonder why.
Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Okay, so let's see. So yeah, I think I'll leave it here again. It's already up to half an hour, so... Man, these quests are long. Anyway. So yeah. I'll leave it here, and... we're probably gonna reach and record there next time, so... I'll leave it here, and... hope you guys leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you want. If not, that's completely and totally fine. So, yeah. This is Arishimar Gaming here. Currently being blinded by the screen. Signing off. Bye. See you later.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break.